the different policing models in Asia, Myanmar and Philippines. So when comparing the policing models in Myanmar and Philippines, we can identify both differences and similarities in their approaches to law enforcement and maintaining public safety. The policing model in Myanmar is characterized by Myanmar Police Force, or MPF. The Myanmar Police Force operates the National Police Force and is organized into various departments and units, including the Criminal Investigation Departments and Traffic Police Department. While the Philippine policing model in the Philippines is led by the Philippine National Police, or PNP. The PNP serve as the National Police Force and organized in different units such as Criminal Investigation and Detection Group and Special Action Force. So when comparing both country, so the Myanmar or MPF is responsible for maintaining law and order, preventing and detecting crimes, and ensuring the public safety in Myanmar, while the Philippines is responsible for law enforcement, crime prevention, and public safety in the Philippines. About their governance, Myanmar and Philippines, they have differences. So, the MPF operates under the Ministry of Home Affairs and subject to the governance and control of the Myanmar government, while the Philippines or the PNP operates under the administration and control of the National Police Commission or NAPOLCOM and is part of the Department of Interior and Local Government. So in terms of training and professional development, MPF or Myanmar Police Force provides training and professional development programs for its officer to enhance their skills and knowledge in law enforcement, while the Philippines or the PNP also emphasizes training and professional development for its officer to enhance their capabilities in crime prevention and public safety. Despite these differences, there are also some similarities between policing models in Myanmar and Philippines. Hierarchical structure, both the MPF and PNP follow the hierarchical structure with officers assigned to different ranks and divisions based on their roles and responsibilities. Crime prevention. So both Myanmar Police Force and Philippine National Police prioritize crime prevention as a key aspect of their responsibilities. They work towards preventing crimes through proactive measures and such community engagement, patrols, and intelligence gathering. So about public safety, both MPF and PNP are committed ensuring public safety and protecting well-being of the communities they serve. So they are using the policing models, the National Centralized Police System.
Number 2. Discuss the history and evolution of the various of the policing models. The Myanmar Police Force has an extensive history that can be traced back to the colonial period. Here is a brief overview of the evolution of the Myanmar Police Force. British rule in Myanmar, the primary police force in British Burma was known as the Burma Police. It was introduced in 1885 when Myanmar became a British colony. The Burma Police played a significant role in maintaining law and order during the colonial era. Reorganization as People's Police Force in 1964, the Burma Police was reorganized and became the People Police Force. The organization aimed to adapt the police force to changing needs of the country. Establishment of the Myanmar Police Force on October 1, 1995. The People's Police Force was reorganized once again and became the present-day Myanmar Police Force. This transformation marked the establishment of an independent department under the Ministry of Home Affairs throughout its history. The Myanmar Police Force has undergone changes in its structure and organization to meet the evolving needs of the country. It includes various units and departments responsible for maintaining law and order, preventing and investigating crimes, and ensuring public safety. The history and evolution of policing models in the Philippines can be traced back to different periods. Number 1. Early time. There is limited available information about the early or pre-Spanish policing system in the Philippines. However, the Code of Kalanchaw and Maragtas played a significant role in the early policing systems. These codes were followed by the rules of various islands in the archipelago who encouraged able-bodied citizens to participate in protecting their communities and crops against enemies and wild animals. The doctrine of Post Comitatus was informally used during the period, which later became the basis for the contemporary patrol function of the police for crime prevention. Number 2. Spanish era. During the Spanish colonial period, organized bodies of police were established along the militarized lines of the Spanish Guardia Civil by royal decree in 1852. The policing system during this time included the cuadrillos or cuadrilleros carabineros de seguridad pública, Guardia Civil, and Guardia Civil Veterana. These organizations had specific functions such as guarding municipal buildings, making patrols, and acting as prison guards. Number 3. American regime. After the Spanish-American War, the Philippines came under American rule. In 1901, the Philippine Constabulary established as an insular police force. The Philippine Constabulary eventually evolved into the Philippine National Police, which originated from the Philippine Constabulary. The Western Police District was also created to police Manila during this period. Number 4. Japanese invasion. During World War II, the Japanese Imperial Force captured Manila and the policing system was reorganized under the Japanese Military Force or Compative. And number 5, reoccupation by the Americans. After the liberation of the Philippines, all police forces including the WPD or the Western Police District were reconstituted. The Philippines Constabulary remained as one of the major services of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Number 6. Other pertinent laws. Several laws were enacted to improve the policing system in the Philippines. Republic Act No. 4864, also known as the Police Act of 1966, aimed to professionalize the police service. Presidential Decree No. 765, issued in 1975, established the Integrated National Police, which integrated the Philippines Constabulary as its nucleus. The INP had both military and civilian components. Number 7. The 1987 Constitution. The 1987 Constitution mandated the establishment of a national police force that is national in scope and civilian in character. The lead to the creation of the Philippine National Police under the Department of the Interior and Local Government. The PNP is administered and controlled by the National Police Commission.
Number 3. Compare and differentiate the policing system of your assigned group country to the policing model of the Philippines to their. Police history of Myanmar. Myanmar is squeezed between India and Bangladesh to its west and China, Laos, and Thailand its east. Myanmar, formerly Burma, occupies 678,500 square kilometers along the Bengal and has an approximate population of 45 million people. As a part of India until 1937, it was British colony until 1948. Thus created modeled on British precedent, Burma's military rulers changed the country's name to Myanmar in 1989. The name change was not recognized by the democratically elected parliament and has not been universally recognized by other countries. formerly known as the People Police Force, in 1995. Myanmar Police Force was established in 1964 as an independent department under the Ministry of Home Affairs. It is commanded by a Director General whose rank is Major General. His deputy, who holds the rank of Brigadier General, is responsibility for command control and the supervision of the police throughout the country. Philippine National Police History. The policing model in the Philippines has been shaped by its unique history during the American colonial period. The Philippines Constabulary was established in 1901, replacing the Spanish era Guardia Civil. It later merged with the Integrate National Police in 1975, forming the Philippine National Police or PNP in 1991. The Philippines operate under a centralized policing system, with the PNP as the sole agency responsible for law enforcement through the country. This centralized structure aims to ensure uniformity and coordination in the law enforcement efforts. The policing model in the Philippines has traditionally been more uh, militaristic in nature, with focus on crime suppression. This approach has drawn criticism for its alleged human rights abuse and lack of accountability.
We have here two logos, the logo from the Philippines and the logo from Myanmar. Every part of these logos has a symbolism. So, sa Myanmar, na siya gitawag na flag of Myanmar Police Force and also official emblem. If we see flag of Myanmar Police Force, it says this image shows a flag, a coat of arms, a seal or some other official insignia. And in the official emblem, it says it Burmese traditions people is regarded as a symbol of the descendants of the sun. Then, in the Philippine logo, there are many symbolisms that symbolizes, first, the three star represent the Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and the 1,700 islands and the territorial integrity, wherein the national police must be enforce the law and maintain peace and order with professionalism, zeal and dedication in keeping with the highest ideals and traditions of service to our country and people. Second, sun symbolize the flowering, maturing, and ultimate realization of the glorious evolution of the PC or INP into a national police organization, national in scope and civilian in character, as enshrined in the 1986 Constitution. The traditional light rays, which represents the Tingis province whose ideals of courage and patriotism the members of the national police must possess. And third, Lapu-Lapu, represent as our great Filipino hero of Mactan. It embodies genuine attributes of leaderships, courage, nationalism, self-reliance, and heroic work. Fourth, Shield, the symbol of the Philippine Constabulary, the first national police by virtue of Organic Act No. 175 enacted by the Philippine Commission on 18 July 1901. The Philippines Constabulary, for the close to 90 years of service to the nation, has performed with honor, professionalism, and courage. The Philippine Constabulary has carved out a large part of the glorious page of Philippine history, has attested by its proudly and deservedly glimmering 86 of the 92 medals of valor, the highest honor that a grateful Filipino nation can bestow on its gallant sons in the service of the Republic. Then fifth, service, honor, and justice. Added distinct ideals for the officers, men and women of the PNP to ensure efficiency integrity, cohesiveness, camaraderie, and equanimity to enhance community acceptance and support to attain its vision of peace, keeping, and law enforcement. And last but not the least, the laurel. The 14 leaves that we've seen in this logo symbolizes the 14 regional commands. In this picture, shows the Philippine National Police ranking system. And also, this is a picture of the Myanmar ranking system. This picture shows the uniform of Myanmar Police Force and also the Philippine National Police uniform. The Myanmar Police Force Patrol and the Philippine National Police Patrol.
Equipments of Philippine National Police. These are the list of equipments the Philippine National Police, the V150 Cadillac Gauge Commando. 28 units used by the PNP Special Action Force, although the number of active vehicles might be less. Two captured by Mauti Group fighters in May 27. And the second equipment is Shaldot MDT Armor Tiger MK2. 6 acquired in 2019 used by PNP Special Action Force armed with copula mounted 12.7 mm o 7.62 mm machine gun. And the third one is the Steelcraft 25 M1114 provided in 2013 shared between the Philippine Army and PNP SAF. The next one is the CTK armored vehicle. Several in PNP Special Action Force inventory based on locally developed bank armored vehicles only used on urban operation used by city and municipalities. And then the other is the motorcycles that used by PNP Highway Patrol Group. So these are the motorcycle that used in Highway Patrol Group. The other one is these are the cars or the vehicle that used by PNP Highway Patrol Group in Police Security and Protection Group. Donation from South Korea government and used by national support units in selected cities where Korean communities are established. Used by PNP Highway Patrol Group. So the other vehicle or the other car are donation from the Japanese government and used only in Eastern Visayas region. So makita ra daw ini mga sa Visayas region na daw. Used by regional offices and support units. Future plans for procurement suspended due to being seen unfit on police operation.
And this is the firearms of the Philippine National Police, different kinds of firearms. We can see the picture, there are new and old guns.
The other one is the equipments of police force equipment in Myanmar. So firearms and equipment used by Myanmar police force. These are uh, the first picture, Colt Detective Special, and then the other one is Browning High Power, and the Glock, then Heckler and Nock MP5, AK-47, M16 rifle, then the M4 carbine and RPD machine gun. So the taser gun and baton and M40 rifle. So these are the equipments of Police Myanmar. So let's go to the salary in Police Myanmar. So the salary of Police Myanmar average annual salary is 4,056,200 MMK. So in Philippine peso, if we we kuan in Philippine peso, it's 108,495,065 Philippine peso. So the average monthly salary 338,016 MMK. So in Philippine peso, 9,041.29 Philippine peso. The lowest annual salary is 1,870,400, and in Philippine peso 50,029,000.65 Philippine peso, and the lowest annual salary is 155,866, and the Philippine peso is 4,169.12. So the high annual salary is 6,457,900. In Philippine peso is 172,736,000.56 Philippine peso. So the high monthly salary is 538,158 MMK. In Philippine peso is 4,394.70 Philippine peso. So in Philippine salary, based on 2024 pay, the police officer or patrolwoman salary is 29,668. So the patrol officer 2 o the police corporal is 30,807, and the police officer 3 or the police staff sergeant 32,114, and the police master sergeant 33,411, and the senior police or the police senior master sergeant is 34,079 peso. Then the general police or the police chief master sergeant is 84,85,000. So that's it. Thank you.
Recruitment and training. Myanmar. The Myanmar Police Force has recruitment and training process and prepare individual for their roles as police officer. While specific details may vary, here is some general information about recruitment and training of the Myanmar Police Force. So, the recruitment process typically involves several steps, including application of submission, written exams, physical fitness test, medical examination, and interviews. So the requirements for joining the police force may include being a citizen of Myanmar, meeting certain age and educational qualification, and passing background checks. So just like similarities in Philippine National Police, so makuha sila or ma-qualified sila if kanang makapasar sila sa background. So, on training, once nga ma-select na ka or ma-recruit na ka, and recruits undergo training, police training academies. The training curriculum includes both theoretical and practical components to equip recruits with the necessary knowledge and skills for their rules. So the training covers various aspects of law enforcement, including criminal law, patrol procedures, investigation techniques, traffic management, community policing, and human rights. So they are maong kuan ang Philippines o Myanmar is Myanmar Police Force and Philippine National Police are same sila og policing system kay nakita po nato diri sa training and recruitment system nila is naagud pare-parehara gud sila pare-parehara sila sa mga kuan ilang mga standard gibali, but they have differences, but mostly naagid sila yung mga kapareha sa ilang system sa ilang government. Duration. The duration of the training program can vary, but it typically lasts several months to a year, depending on the rank and specialization of the recruits. Specialized training. After the initial training, police officer may undergo specialized training in specific areas such as forensic, counterterrorism, drug enforcement, or traffic management, depending on their assigned roles within the police force. So this is the Myanmar Police Force recruitment and training. Recruitment and training in Philippine National Police. Philippine National Police is the primary law enforcement agency of the country, which is national in scope and civilian in character. Article 16, Section 6. It was activated on January 1991. Under Section 23, Chapter 3 of Republic Act No. 6975, entitled An Act Establishing the Philippine National Police under a reorganized Department of the Interior and Local Government. The law was created on December 30, 1990. It was constituted from the full merge of the former Philippine Constabulary and the Integrated National Police with the Police Director General Cesar Nazareno as the first chief of the PNP. So in Philippine National Police, their recruiting and training system are the first step in the recruiting procedure, and on that should receive greatest emphasis is that of attracting qualified applicants. The best selection devices available are of little value if recruiting efforts has failed to attract candidates of a high caliber. Widespread publicity directed at the particular elements of population which it is hoped will be attracted to the examination of the best method of seeking outstanding applicants. Recruitment and police service is dependent on that ability of the national or regional quota of the PNP, which is determined by the NAPOLCOM. So nakadepende sa NAPOLCOM if kung available na ba ang mga recruitment sa PNP, kay sila man ang kibalin na kahibaw if naabay recruitment nga mahitabo or not. But ang ginakuan dyan nila is ang qualified or outstanding and mga candidates nga mga taas bitaw og standard or mas mapili nila ang maayo gyud, ang pinakamaayo na may maayo, but ang pinakamaayo ang ilang pilion for right person at the right job. For the purpose of determining compliance with the requirements on the physical and mental health, as well as the non-use of the prohibited drugs, the PNP by itself or through a NAPOLCOM accredited government hospital shall conduct regular psychiatric, psychological, drug, and physical tests randomly and without notice, the most basic of all police training. It is a prerequisite for the permanency of appointment. The basic recruitment training shall be accordance with the programs of instructions prescribed by the PPSC and the NAPOLCOM, subject to modification to suit local condition. This course is conducted with not less than 6 months. The training week shall normally consist of 40 hours scheduled at a time. So the following are the training in the police service. So basic recruitment training, so mo na pinakauna. And number 2 is the field training program. So kaning nana sila sa field, ganang i-deploy na sila diri sa atong komunidad, but they're still in training. So pagkahuman is in service training program. And after that, department in service program, so nana sila sa mga departamento. And national and international conventions on policing. So those are the training and police service. So the following are in-service training program. Junior, leadership training for patrolman, patrolwoman to police senior sergeant. And for senior leadership training for police major, police master sergeant to police executive master sergeant or PEMS. Police Basic Course or PBC preparatory for OBC for senior police officers. Sa mga senior police officer ni sadya sa mga conduct sila training para modako ilang rank or rango. Police Basic Course or PBC preparatory for OBC for senior officer monto gaina, and officer basic course or OBC for police lieutenant to police major. So sa katong mga police lieutenant, so para mo dako ilang ilang rank, so they are forced to study or to conduct training. Magkuan sila og training para mo dako ilang rank. And officer advanced course or OAC for police major to police colonel. So sa katong mga police major, so pwede sila mo mag-advanced course, eskwela sila para mo ilang ranggo to police colonel. And officer senior education course or OSEC and above, katong mga taas pa sa police lieutenant colonel, so pwede sila mo mag-eskwela na pod para mas mataas pagad ang ilang ranggo. So directorial staff course or DSC for police brigadier general and above, so pwede na sila mag-study or mag-training for their rank mo taas pa kay manggod mamotivate ang isa ka policeman or policewoman nga mas daghan pa ang kibali, mas may eskwela or maningkamot tungod sa ilahang pong mga kanang achievements or para mataas ang ilang ranggo. So they are kanang forced to trained and para motdako ilang ranggo and para mamotivate ang fellow police officers and future police trainee. And that is all the comparison between Myanmar and Philippines policing system. The recruitment, the training system, the ranks, the salary, their uniforms, the storyboard policing system, the equipments, and the patrols. And to my dear fellow student, let this is not be the end, but rather the beginning of our journey in understanding the complexities and nobility of policing profession. Keep striving and keep believing, and the most importantly, keep serving. God bless you all, and we are from Group 14, Best Criminology, Section Romeo. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.